Hi everyone. Today we are at the Brea Tar Pits in Los Angeles, and we are here for a really important reason. In July of this year, 2026, they are shutting down this museum for 2 years to undergo a massive renovation, the first one that they've had in about 50 years, and it won't be reopening until right before the Summer Olympics in 2028. So I wanted to come here one last time, go through the museum, show you guys what it's like right now so that we will remember what the original museum looked like, because this is a really unique, really cool place to visit. If you're not familiar with it, the Brea Tar Pits is literally in the heart of Los Angeles, in the very middle of the city, and it is a historic site that they found over 1 million Ice Age fossils on between the years of 1913 and 1915. They still have a couple active tar pits that paleontologists are actively working and digging in every day and still making discoveries, but they have found so many prehistoric Ice Age animals here in this little space. Like, I don't know how big it is, maybe a couple hundred acres. It's not crazy huge, but the concentrated amount of animals that they have found here and like full-on skeletons is insane. I'm talking woolly mammoths, dire wolves, giant ground sloths, like all kinds of crazy animals that you probably never ever seen before. So I'm gonna take you inside. This is unlike any museum that I've personally ever seen in my entire life, so I think you're really gonna like it. If you live in LA County, then you're in luck, because LA residents can come for free weekdays after 3 p.m. So from 3 to 5, you can get in for free. You just have to have like an ID or something that proves that you live here. Whoa, Ava, look at that. What is that 3D? What is that?
Oh, whoa!
Oh, it's like a 3D hologram that goes over the fossil.
Cool.
That's very cool.
See it?
Look, Ava, see? Can you see it?
Wow, yeah, she can see it.
Oh, it's a saber-toothed tiger. All right, so we just got into the main part of the museum. This is where they have all of the real fossils that they've found here at the tar pits. It's so cool. You will literally never see anything like this in your entire life. I mean, I know I haven't, and I go to a lot of like natural history museums. This is the only place I have seen this. Let me just show you. That is called a ground sloth. A Harlan's ground sloth. Looks like a giant, you know what a sloth is like? It's like a giant sloth. Touch this. Can you touch it? Wow. Pretty cool.
Oh, you got found in the water.
See what? That's called a mastodon.
Whoa.
It's a really big elephant with extra big tusks.
It's like a huge elephant from 20,000 years ago. This is...
Bison. Wow.
Man, that's huge.
Big boy.
Look at all these little bones here.
Yeah, that's a big one. Blowfly, puppet, and the middle.
Look at all those tiny ones there. California saber-toothed tiger skeleton. Extinct camel, that's pretty cool. So this big guy over here is probably one of the coolest looking things in the museum. This is the Columbian mammoth. It says it lived 1.6 million to 10,000 years ago. crazy. So this is like a recreation of what it would look like. And this is the actual real life skeleton of it. Ava, look at its bones. You see all of its bones? Huh? Right, let's see what else we can find. We'll say it is very hot in here. Oh, you know what? We have to go over there and do the tar pole. Let's see what this is. This is a different kind of ground sloth. A Shasta ground sloth. Look, there's a pygmy mammoth.
It's an elephant.
It's kind of like a baby mammoth.
It's a baby elephant.
California's Channel Islands. Wow.
Baby elephant.
That's pretty cool.
It's another elephant.
So I guess there's 3 species of mammoth. The pygmy mammoth, the woolly mammoth, and the Colombian mammoth. And this one, it says, was specifically adapted to island life. He was an island elephant.
I'd like an opportunity to adapt to island life.
Me too. Wow, look at this miniature. Whoa. Look at those tiny people there. Hunters stored large chunks of mastodon meat in ponds. That's cool. So this is a little miniature replica, and it's basically telling us about hunting a mastodon. So they said that hunters would store large chunks of mastodon meat in the ponds and had anchors basically to keep them from floating ashore. The cold water pond preserved the meat and kept it good throughout the winter months. That's pretty cool. And then here we have a little like diorama of it. So this is one of the fun interactive activities here at the museum. You get to test your strength and see what it's like to actually try to pull something out of tar. And my husband is gonna do it. You're up first.
Huh? What am I doing?
The tar pit hole.
Oh, okay.
Here.
What it's like to be trapped in tar.
Okay, you're making it look easy. Was it even hard?
Yeah. Are they all the same? Yeah,
I think they're all the same. These are vultures, condors, and eagles. I've actually never really seen bird skeletons, so this is really cool. Look, a turkey. California turkey.
Cool.
Okay, so this is an extinct species, an ancestor of the California condor, which actually is an animal that just went to the brink of extinction and has recently been brought back thanks to the LA Zoo and other wildlife conservation organizations here in California. It's been like a really big species success story here in California, so that's pretty cool. This, in my opinion, is one of the coolest parts of the whole museum. I mean, the whole museum is really, really cool. But on this wall behind me is 404 direwolf skull fossils. And this is actually just a small portion of all of the direwolf skeletons that they found here. They actually found more than 1,600 direwolf remains in this area, so it's pretty incredible. The first time I ever saw this exhibit, I actually couldn't even believe that this was real. And we had just watched Game of Thrones, so I was like super into the direwolf. But look how many skulls there are. What kind of animal do you think that is?
It's a lion.
Whoa, look at this. An American lion skeleton. Over here, there is a fossil lab. This is really cool. This is where they're actively working on the fossils that they dig up from the tar pits outside. And you can see the scientists in real life, like, I don't know, doing whatever they do. It's really, really cool to see it. So they have little microscopes set up with fossils that they've found here. Look all the way back there. You can see like how many boxes and bins of fossils they have. Look, this is an extinct western horse. It says they began with an ancestor that was only 2 feet tall. It's a little horse. There's some really incredible stuff. It's definitely worth taking an afternoon to come here and just look at all this crazy stuff that you will probably never see anywhere else in your life. What is this? Ava, look, that's a tooth. That's a big elephant tooth. That looks crazy, huh? They found it in the ground and they put it here. Look, there's a little recreation of what a giant ground sloth would look like, huh? Look at how, that's a giant bear. That's crazy. Carson, stand next to that just for size comparison. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
Imagine you're face to face with that bear.
Get inside it pretty quick.
The really cool thing about this museum is that all the fossils that you see here have been dug up on property right outside the tar pits. When this place first got discovered, 1 million fossils were dug up between the years of 1913 and 1915. Here's a little mural of the history of the Brea Tar Pits. Yeah, it feels much cooler out here. It's kind of hot inside the museum. Look how beautiful this place is.
Mommy, I need you. Get out of the jungle.
This is like a prehistoric jungle, I guess. A great place to come just get some fresh air. So this is an example of what it would look like when they would take up logs of bones out of a pit, and then they would just basically excavate all the fossils. That's so crazy. Before you leave, you definitely got to make sure you check out the gift shop. There's tons of really cool stuff in here. Lots of books that are good for all ages. Lots of nerdy, cool t-shirts, sweatshirts, ornaments, pins, you know, all the stuff you normally find in a gift shop, but Ice Age things.
Whoa! Cool rocks and diamonds.
So that's pretty much it for the inside of the museum. It's not very big. You can kind of get through it in about like 45 minutes if you're really taking your time and looking at everything. But there's also a whole another section outside, which is where they have all the tar pits, and they even have one that is still actively being worked on, and they're still discovering fossils like daily in it. So we're gonna go over there, check that out in a little bit, and then there's some other cool just like things to look at out here. This is probably the coolest thing to look at.
What?
A life-size reenactment of what it might have looked like if a woolly mammoth was getting caught in a tar pit. Kind of sad, but you know, that was reality. Also, as you can see, I said that this museum is literally right in the heart of Los Angeles, and it is. So right next to it is the LACMA Museum. We have the SAG-AFTRA building right here, and on the other side is the Grove, which is a really popular shopping center. See these paw prints on the ground?
So what pumpkins are those?
Those are saber-toothed tiger paw prints. They're telling us which way to go. So this is the outside part of the museum. This lawn gets pretty busy like on the weekends with kids playing sports, people doing picnics, just hanging out on the lawn. It's a really great place to come and hang out with your family, your friends, take a blanket, lay down in the sun, read a book, people watch. And then if you follow these paths down here, it takes you down to where the tar pits are, and then they've also got some sculptures of life-size prehistoric ice age animals. Yeah, we're gonna go see some tar pits now. Look. So all of the tar pits are numbered, and the only one I think that is actively being worked on is pit number 91, and we're gonna go over there in a minute, and you can actually see like how the paleontologists set up the dig sites and all that stuff. I'll also tell you on these signs like what they've found in these pits. So let's see, for example, the oldest fossils found from pit 4 here include saber tooth cat bones from 35,000 years ago. In the pit next to it, 6167, one of the youngest fossils found here belonged to a dog that lived 7,000 years. That's pretty cool. Definitely smells a little funky out here.
Smells like tar.
Smells like tar, yeah. So like I said before, they are actively still finding so many fossils. So these big crates contain basically fossils that they are going to excavate and work on, which just seems a little bit mind-blowing that they're still finding so many fossils. So this is pit 9. In this one specifically, they found 27 Columbian mammoth skeletons, which is really crazy considering that it's not that big. And Columbian mammoths are huge. Those are like the biggest ones that I showed you inside earlier. I don't know about you, but I think it would be so crazy to have been one of those people digging up bones and discovering these prehistoric creatures way back in 1913. Okay, so here are some examples of the life-size statues that they have. These are kind of fun, so just like take pictures with. You're not supposed to climb on them, but definitely good for a good photo op. All right guys, well that's kind of it for the Brea Tar Pits Museum as it is currently now. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, literally one of the coolest places I've ever seen in my entire life. And of course, I will be back in 2 years when they reopen with a tour of the brand new museum, which I'm sure is going to be huge and incredible, and they're going to be adding so many more fossils in there, which is kind of mind-blowing as well because I feel like there are so many in there already, and the fact that they're still discovering more is just crazy. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you don't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss an adventure, and we'll see you next week.